Hey y'all, hope your night is going well, cause mine is. Y'all don't know, well, y'all don't know, but I like to dance, so that's my little happy dance. Well, one of them. Anyway, I'm back with another video. I'm in a different atmosphere, as y'all can see. Trying to get it together, So thank y'all for bearing with me. Today we're gonna be talking about the thing that everybody always talk about. And that's toxicity, toxic relationships, toxic partnerships, co-workerships, families, friends, just toxic in general. I got my notebook, bro, you know what I'm saying? I got my water, and we're gonna get to it, alright? So, yeah, it's gonna be a two-part series, because I feel like if I just put it all in this one, it's gonna be way too long, and you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be too much. So here we go. So for this episode, it's gonna be the part one, of course, because we're gonna go ahead and go in order there, okay? And what I have is for like, what is toxic? You know what I'm saying? Like, we always talk about toxicity and how we don't want it, we don't want no parts in it, and F him, F her, or like, I'll never talk to, I don't know, people just be saying all types of stuff, but then they go right back to that person. And I did just want to point out my last videos, y'all, I was shining. Like, you could have shined somebody's shoe on my face. Like, that's how shiny my face was, and I'm glad my face not shiny now. So, but anyway, so what is toxic? Like, I think we like throw this word around too much, because it's like, when you think of something toxic outside of a relationship, we know that it's bad. Like, automatically we like, okay, no, toxic means poisonous, toxic means venomous, toxic means we don't want it. So, you know what I'm saying, why would you want a bad relationship? Why would you want a bad person? It's kind of tough, because usually you don't know somebody is toxic until after you spend time with them or hop into a relationship with them. Then their true colors start coming out. You're like, oh, see, you wasn't like this in the beginning, bro, or gal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't, you slick, because if you would have shown me all this in the beginning, I wouldn't even be here right now. But obviously it's a trap, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know that. Like, the toxic person usually knows what they're doing when they do it. Toxicity usually comes from, like, hurt, like traumas or pain, or like usually something happened in their childhood. And toxic people are hurt people at the end of the day. They put on this whole front, this whole mask, like they got everything together, they know what they're doing, everything's in control, they think they're in control of their emotions and blah blah blah. And in reality they really don't, because they, you know what I'm saying, they are hurt on the inside, you know, deep, like these are deep wounds that have now shaped the reality of this person's being. So, you know what I'm saying, if a person kind of came from a messed up family life, like childhood, like their dad wasn't there, and like their mom like beat them every day when they came home from school, or just wasn't there as a mom, just kind of mentally or physically abusive, whatever, you can kind of see how that's gonna, that person's gonna turn out to be, if they don't, you know what I'm saying, if they don't rectify those things as they go along, which most people don't, because let's face it, a lot of times when we go through shit, we don't even think it's that bad until you get older and you look back like, dang, I went through a lot of stuff. So, as I'm saying, toxic people they usually hurt people. They're usually people that have been through something very traumatic, or a series of traumatic things, like PTSD kind of in a way, but not like, not like in the army way, but like, PTSD is real in any way. So, yeah, so there's that. So toxicity, boom, it means poisonous, it means venomous. Most toxic people is hurt people. So that's the gist of what you need to know. No, just because somebody's hurt, don't mean they get to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? That saying that people say, like, hurt people, is very, very true. I feel like that's very, very true, because if somebody never got no love, it's going to be hard for them to give love. You know what I'm saying? Especially if there was not no love around them growing up, or like whatever. So there are 7 types of toxic people that you should just be aware of, because outside of just relationships, even just gaining a new friend or a coworker, or people just want to be cool with you, like, you really have to read people and judge them and follow your intuition. That is the main thing I want to get across in this video, is always follow your intuition. It's never gonna steer you wrong. Your intuition is like, it's like your compass from God. Like, it's like it will never lead you nowhere dry and desolate and confusing. You know what I'm saying? Like, your intuition it's spot on. You know what I'm saying? So the 7 types. Here you go. Here we go. So the first type is the conversational narcissist. Now, narcissist is another one of those words that get thrown around a lot with the toxic word. A narcissist is somebody who is basically fully and self-consumed with only them and them alone. So yeah, basically people who just really care about themselves and nobody else. They will do whatever they have to do to get what they want out of a situation. Basically get what they want out of life. And they will hurt people along the way, use people along the way, tarnish people along the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a flying beep, 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 beep. Narcissists don't even think when they do stuff. They're usually very cold, calculating people. You know what I'm saying? They it's like they go through life and like they don't even take time to look back to see all the damage they caused or like the destruction. Like, they have like a trail of fire, blazing fire, like following them everywhere they go, and they don't even realize how much destruction they're causing because they're hurt themselves. They're having like an internal world war themselves. So let's just say narcissism and toxic people, they go hand in hand. Usually toxic people, they can be narcissists. Narcissists are always toxic. So narcissists are always toxic, and 9 times out of 10 a toxic person is a narcissist, but not always. Toxic people don't always have to be narcissists, but usually they are. But anyway, back to the conversational narcissist. Conversational narcissist is somebody who loves to talk about themselves. The narcissists love themselves. And they might interrupt you while you're talking. Like, if you find yourself talking to somebody and they always interrupt you, or they kind of not making eye contact while you're talking to them, and they like, oh, they over here, like, kind of like brushing you off, like being nonchalant and all that. Like, that's a conversational narcissist, okay? These are very self-centered individuals. I can't really say that enough. They're like self-indulgent, self-centered, like just selfish, just all of that in one. Like, that's what a narcissist is. So it's not that hard to spot a narcissist unless you have one with a really good mask on. Like, a mask is someone who wears like a fake smile, or like just a fake face. Like, you really not like that in real life. You know what I'm saying? But to this person, you are the sweetest thing, but you're really not sweet in real life. You're kind of like an ass. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. I'm really trying not to. There are different types of narcissists too, so I'm just kind of doing like a whole broad, because this is about toxic people, not narcissism. But because they kind of go hand in hand, it's hard to separate the two, so I'm trying to do that. But at least in my case anyway, I feel like that goes for a lot of people, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, conversational narcissist. The conversation is always gonna go around and around. It's gonna go right back to them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever come out their mouth is like gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like they'll take over the whole conversation. Your opinions, thoughts, your words, nothing. None of that really matter. You're there to be their audience. Period. Like, that's your role. That's pretty much what your role is. Number 2, the straight jacket. So we all know what a straight jacket is. It's one of them jackets where, you know what I'm saying, there's buckles everywhere, and it's like it's made for mentally ill people who no longer have like a conscious control of what they're doing, etc., etc. So those people usually get put in straight jackets when they are medically diagnosed as some type of mental illness, and there's buckles all over the jacket, so they can't move. They're like this. I know y'all seen some movies like that, but that's real life though. So the second one is the straight jacket. Okay, the straight jacket is someone who wants to be in control of everything and everybody around them. I know that y'all know about controlling people. They are controlling people around us all the time. Like, you'd be like, dang, can I breathe? So if you ever been in a relationship where the person wanted to like constantly look at your phone, they want to, who is that? Oh, you can't work there, you can't do that. Oh, why you like just doing the most? They want to have complete control over your life, how you eat, what you wear, who you talk to, how you breathe. Like, can I even breathe? Like, that is definitely the straitjacket case. All right, they don't want you to have no control, because if you give them full control over your life, that means they have full power over your life. It's like the power of attorney over your life or something. Like, it's like they call the shots. You gotta, next thing you know, you're kind of brainwashed. Like, you calling them on stuff that you don't even need to ask them about. Like, should I wear this today, babe? And he like, nah, wear the long one. And you like, I don't even like, oh, it's kind of hot today. I kind of wanted to wear the dress. And he like, nah, man, you're not wearing the dress. Or like, females can be, you know what I'm saying? Females can be very controlling too, especially like in a manipulative way. Men and women can be manipulative, but I've seen some females be really, really like, ooh, chilly. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like females can be controlling in a sense of like, okay, you went out of the relationship and she like, nah, you're not going nowhere. I'm gonna beat up every girl that you date afterwards. Like, what? What? Alright, I need to come back down to earth, because that's not even, it's 1,000 people on this earth and I'm telling you I'm done with you, and you want to try and control what happens to me tomorrow and who I'm about to talk to tomorrow and in the future. Like, nah, man, you got to find something better to do. You know what I'm saying? These people, they are usually codependent people too. Like, they can't stand on their own 2 feet, so they need somebody to constantly like validate them, and you know what I'm saying, like they gotta feel like the king or queen, so you just kind of around to stroke their ego, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Don't let, if anybody's trying to control you, like, oh, you can't be friends with them no more. Like, narcissists, they do this thing called isolation, and they will try to isolate you from your friends, your family. Like, now all of a sudden you don't go out no more, you don't do this, that, and the third no more, and your friend, people wondering like where you at, and it's because you with this person who's just trying to control your life. And 9 times out of 10, they don't even want you like that, because this is toxic. You know what I'm saying? They just need to feel like they got something. They need to feel like they got control. They in control of something, even when their own life is falling apart. Like, sir, man, can you fix your life before you try and come and control mine? Please and thank you. All right? Because we're not even about to do that. All right? We too old for that. Okay. All right. So here's number 3. We have the emotional moocher. All right. Now these are sneaky, because you don't really feel like you've been attacked until after it's happened. You know when somebody's trying to come at you physically. You like, you can get ready for that. You like, oh no, like you can get ready to fight or whatever. But the emotional moocher is also known as the spiritual vampire. So a spiritual vampire is somebody who just comes, and it's like their energy is so strong and dark, like a big black hole. They're like a walking big black hole that by the time you get around them or they get around you, they just kind of suck all the life out of you. And by the time you're done hanging out with them, you just like, dang, I feel so exhausted. Like, I feel so tired. Like, whew, I was fine before I hung out with so-and-so, but now I can't. I need some water. I need some fresh air. Like, oh my gosh, like what? Okay, so that's a spiritual vampire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should not feel drained after you hang out with somebody. You shouldn't feel depressed. You start feeling down and depressed, and you might have symptoms you ain't never had before. Like, now you are anxious and worried and depressed. Like, okay, that's because of them. That's because of their energy. They brought their big black hole to where you was at, and you was like, you was skipping in the field with the lilies and the the dandelions and like the sunshine, and like here they come with they dark clouds and rainy day. These people are usually pessimistic too. They're usually the bearer of bad news. Like, nothing positive come out their mouth. Like, all they have is like, man, you know, all hell has broken through in my life again. You know what I'm saying? And they come and, you know what I'm saying, they just come and just kind of suck you dry. And you feel kind of dead afterwards. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, these people, you'll know. Because after you get done hanging out with them, if you're not your usual happy self or your usual content self, and after you get done hanging out with them, you just feel like you want to take a nap. You just, all that excitement you had is just gone, baby, and you just feel like, please leave me alone. Like, that is how you know you deal with an emotional moochers, aka spiritual vampire. These people feed off of your good energy. They feed off of your good soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't. I'm not gonna say they don't have one, but you know, we all have a soul. You know what I'm saying? But like, they can't figure out how to bring happiness into their own life, so they just go around and suck everybody else's. And especially if you're dating this person, it's like they have an unlimited supply of feel good juice, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every time they feel down or sad, which is going to be often because this person is toxic. Hello, they live in toxicity, whether you're there or not. It's just by the time they get to you, they just like, yep, it's time to fill her up. You know what I'm saying? So they leave you feeling all, yay, do 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 do, and you leave them feeling like, oh my god, like, whew. Like, you just feel like, I don't know, you just feel like out of place, you feel sad, you feel stressed, you feel tired, you feel depressed. Any of them symptoms is like because they sucked you dry and they just kind of left you on E. And you just filled their gas tank up, you know what I'm saying? So beware of those. That's what I'm going on about that, because like I said, it's a spiritual, emotional thing. It's not something you can really see, because it's not something they say. It's their energy. It's your energy. So number 4 is the drama magnet. This person always got something going on in their life. Nothing is ever balanced. Something is always exploding. You know what I'm saying? Something is always going down the hole. Like, this person come with more problems than, like, answers than solutions. This person always is going through some midlife crisis. Like, they always have something going on, and they don't tell you these things because they want your advice for you to help them fix it. No. This person only wants your empathy, your sympathy. You know what I'm saying? They want you to, oh, what's wrong? Dang, that happened to you? Wow, like, wow, I can't, man, it's gonna be okay, man. But I can tell you what you can do. That they ain't trying to hear all that. That's when you gonna see their whole demeanor change. Like, yeah, I could do that. Yeah. And then next time you see them, 9 times out of 10, I promise, they not gonna take your advice. They gonna be in the same hole, or have created multiple more holes, and you're gonna be like, wow, I tried to help this person. Because at the end of the day, they don't want your help. They just want your sympathy and your empathy and your support. Like, they want you to kind of stroke their, this is another ego type thing. They want you to stroke their, like, oh, come here, baby, it's gonna be okay. And it's just like, man, you gotta get up and do something about that. But they don't want to hear all that, though. You know what I'm saying? This person kind of feeds off, like, kind of like the spiritual vampire. They might not leave you dry, but they just kind of they don't want a real solution to their problems. They don't want a real answer. They just kind of tell you what they're going through so you can make them feel better about their situation, but they don't really want to fix their situation because they're toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this is not going to make sense, because at the end of the day, it goes back to being toxic. So it's kind of like, the more you explain it, you're going to always go back, okay, so why would somebody want to be in a shitty situation and not fix it? Good answer. I mean, good question. Them people is toxic. They want a toxic environment. They like this. You know what I'm saying? They like this. You know what I'm saying? But we don't like that. Okay, we like balance here. We like balance. Okay. Anyway, this person's also gonna bring a lot of drama. So this person, aside from bringing their, like, life drama or whatever, they just, like I said, they just don't want no solution to their problems. They'll bring all their problems, like, on a silver platter for you, and just dump it into your life. And you just like, man, I thought you said you only had this going on. You got all of this going on. Like, I am not the Lord, okay? You need to go ahead and pray to him, because I'm not no doctor, I'm not no lawyer, I'm not Jesus, so, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. So don't even waste your breath. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your breath. Number 5 is the JJ. All right. The JJ is the jealous, judgmental individual. Jealousy and envy is very toxic, obviously, but jealousy is bad because people have killed over jealousy. You know what I'm saying? When you hear the word jealous, it don't sound that bad, but when you think about it, being jealous can drive a person. That's enough motive for a person to kill somebody, for a person to want to stalk somebody, for a person to want to do all these toxic behaviors. And it's kind of like, just chill, man. Like, okay, she's pretty, all right, but she ain't the only pretty person in the world. There's a lot of pretty people in the world. All right, he got the new J's. All right, save up your money and get the new J's then. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he probably did. Like, people be jealous for no reason. Like, literally. Like, I don't feel like it's a reason to be jealous. Like, anything that person have or whatever, I mean, you can get it yourself. Or if you feel like you're not, I don't know. People be jealous for all types. You should just love yourself. If it's something about you that you don't like, fix it for yourself. Don't fix it for nobody else. Don't be looking all outside into the world because you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Just do what you gotta do for you, and then like you'll be happy. Piece of cake. I mean, not really a piece of cake, but I'm just saying it's better than going the long toxic route, and then at the end your feelings gonna be hurt. So we have the judgmental, jealous person. This person usually, their jealousy and envy and judgmentalness usually stems from self-hatred. Like narcissists, like I said, usually comes from like a broken family or something traumatic happened, or they're hurt souls. So hurt people. Same thing here. Self-hate. These people usually operate out of self-hate. You know what I'm saying? They never had enough love for themselves. They weren't showed enough love, so all they have is hate in their hearts. So guess what? All they're going to give out is hate, period. And these people are usually gossipy. They're usually critical. They're usually, judgmental. They're usually backstabbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, they just talk. They do a lot of gossip, men and women. I have seen men gossip more than women, so it's not just a woman thing. All right, so just beware of these people, because these people are like usually two-faced too. Like, they gossipy and critical. Like, they're the ones who always be like, oh, look at what she got on, look at what he got on, or wow, he made that much money, or he couldn't do this, or she doing that. She said she would never do that. Okay, well, who are you? Are you keep a score for what? Are you getting paid for that, or I don't know. People, I don't know. I say live your life. You know what I'm saying? And you really gotta watch these people backs. I mean, these people, because these people will stab you in your back. These people will stab you in your back. Period. Like, it's gonna be a time where, man. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say it like this: these people are talking about you behind your back. The same way they come and talk to you about all these other people behind their back, they go into them other people and talking about you behind your back. You know what I'm saying? So just be wary. Don't tell this person nothing that you know what I'm saying, would want just to be private or whatever, because these people, they don't even understand loyalty or not. We're gonna talk about that in the next video, but they don't care for that type of stuff. They rather live their toxic life and have that trail of fire ablazing behind them. That's, you know what I'm saying, a trail of destruction. Like, that's the life they rather live. So number 6, we have the fibber, which is a liar, a cheater, a thief. You know what I'm saying? So a liar, a fibber, people who exaggerate, elongate the truth, all of that. White lies, monsters lies. It don't matter. It could be little lies, huge lies. It really don't matter. A liar is a liar, a thief is a thief, and a cheater is a cheater, right? It don't matter what color they are. It don't matter what they was wearing. The words that's coming out their mouth is BS. BS. All right. So, and you know that because why, your intuition told you so. Like, you don't be crazy. Don't let these people think that you, like, make you feel like you crazy. Like, no. When you wake up every day and you have that same feeling about that person, it's time to kick them to the curb. I don't care how many baby I love yous. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing you for a long time. Years don't mean crap. All right. It's the person. It's the integrity. It's how they treating you. It's how they talking to you every freaking day. Skip all that other stuff. If they not trying to, like, literally illustrate that to you every day, then that's not what they really about. They just lying. It's like their words are saying one thing, but their actions is doing like the opposite thing. Not even another thing, but the complete opposite of what their words are saying. So beware of a liar, because obviously nothing good is gonna come from a lie. You know what I'm saying? No trust comes from lies. No loyalty comes from lies. So now you're in a relationship with somebody who you can't even trust, because you already know that before they open up their mouth, there's about to be a lot of lies. And you just sitting there and you think you're going crazy, or you trying to decipher like which part of the sentence is a lie and which part is not. It don't matter. This person is a liar. It don't matter which part of the... Kick them to the curb. They gotta go. Alright. And so the 7th and final one, alright, is a tank. The tank. Alright. Now, we all know what a tank is in the military. It's that big piece of machinery car thing, and it has the big old, what is it called? The pow, pow, pow. The cannon. Yeah, got the big old cannon and the wheels that, but they're not really wheels. They're really Man, I don't know the words of terminology, but y'all know what a tank is. If you don't, look up a picture, and like, you should know what a tank is. But if you don't, hey, you know what I'm saying? Look up a picture of a tank. Yeah. This person destroys everything in their path. Like, skip the trail of fire they got behind them. They on towards the trail of destruction. Alright? This person needs to be stopped. Alright? Because at least in your life, like, they come into, like, this is a Bible verse, but this is to kill, steal, and destroy. And I mean that, like, in the Bible verse way, figuratively and, like, non-figuratively. Like, some of these people, like, really is out for blood. Some of these people just want to kind of mess your head up. You know what I'm saying? They want to mess your heart up. See, some narcissists, toxic people, whatever you want to call them, these individuals actually get off on hurting people. So even though they hurt, some of them people look at the world like, I want them to hurt how I hurt. I want to do them how somebody did me. And it's like, it's still stupid because they go home and they still feel the exact same way they did before, which is like crappy as crap. You know what I'm saying? Could be. So instead of doing something to change that, they bring in more destruction into their life and into other people's lives. So, this person is always right. They don't care about others' thoughts, ideas, or opinions. They feel like what their opinions, like they self opinions, is facts. Like, you can't argue their opinions because they facts in their head, and you're like, nah, bro, that's an opinion. And they just sit there like, no, that's facts. And you're like, how is that fact? Like, don't even argue with a toxic person because they don't make sense. They know they don't make sense. They want you to, like, they get joy out of confusing you and waiting for you to figure all the BS out, like, untangle, like a, you ever seen like a tangled ball of yarn, and like having to untangle that is like, you might as well buy another ball of yarn. That's how these people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they operate in confusion. They operate in like limbo. They want to leave you in limbo. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want to leave you unsteady. They want to leave you, like, unbalanced. You know, these people get off on that. They don't want you to be stable. They don't want you to have a firm foundation. They don't want you to know what you know, what you know. They don't want you to feel what you feel, what you feel. Like, you got to be certain in yourself. You have to be certain in what you're doing, because these people kind of get off on getting you off balance. And, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of messed up, but it's because they unbalanced and they don't want to be unbalanced alone. And I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just a whole thing. It's like a whole thing behind narcissism / toxicity. You can watch other videos on it, but this is just like the tip of the iceberg. I'm not gonna go into the whole psychology of it and all that, even though I'm going to school for that. But I feel like there's plenty of other videos on that. I just kind of wanted to like touch on the basics because I'm tired of seeing, especially in my black community, y'all, I'm really tired of seeing us treat each other like crap. Like, it's not that serious. Like, you have to, I'm not even gonna get into it, y'all. Anyway, so these people believe that they're smarter than everybody else. They believe that they're better than everybody else. It's like they are God, pretty much, in their eyes. I've actually had somebody tell me that before. So it's kind of like, they really believe that they're God. Like, they're sitting on this, you know what I'm saying, this throne, right? With the crown, right? With the soldiers on the side of them, like, at their like, sir, yes, sir. Like, they run a whole kingdom in their head, and it's like, all right, buddy, I need you to come down to earth, because really, you work at McDonald's, and you know what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. That's not what I'm getting at. I've worked at a fast food place, but what I'm saying is, you have to come back to the reality of it. If you know you work at McDonald's, you should act like, I'm not saying belittle yourself. I'm saying you are not God. I need you to bring it down, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only one God. So it's kind of like, if somebody's walking around your life with their nose up all the time, and they sending, like, pointing at people and sending orders, trying to direct people and control stuff. No. Who are you? Alright, who are you? You skin and bones just like me. I don't know what you're talking about. Unless you can fly, or I don't know, turn dirt into money, or I don't know, do something crazy. I mean, you just like me. I mean, you're not better than me. You're not nothing. You gonna leave this earth just like I leave this earth. Okay. So, yeah. Basically, the tank, I saved it for number 7 because the tank is pretty much all of the numbers that I said beforehand in one. So, We have the conversational narcissist, the straitjacket, the emotional moocher, the drama magnet, the jealous judgmental person, JJ for short, the fibber. All in one is the tank. That's like all of that in one, pretty much. Somebody who's just like, they just come like a tornado in your life, like, and like when they leave, you just in distraught, you in despair, you in stress, you stressed out. Your hair falling out, sis. You got bags under your eyes. You don't even know. You're like, damn, I was fine last week. Like, I don't even know. It's that one toxic soul that you need to kick to the curb, okay? For real. So, yeah, that's pretty much all my toxic points. My advice is to get out as fast as you can. It's hard because you can fall in love with these people, and that's kind of what they want you to. They want you to kind of love them. They want you to be emotionally attached so they can continue to drain you, because they know that you're not going to go nowhere if you're emotionally attached. And the stronger your emotions are, they know they got you. Like, they can really use you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to give nobody that kind of control or power. Like, it's okay to check yourself. Like, what does this person bring to my life? What is this person doing for me? I'm doing all this down the third. What are they doing for me? Do they even love me like that? Like, skip their words. Like, what have they did in last week for me? Like, just for me. Not for us, not for him, not for her, but for me. Like, you need to check your emotions. Like, did I say I love you too early? Like, hold on. Let me set my neck. Sit your neck back and evaluate what's going on so you can get out the troubled waters. If your life was calm and cool and collected before you met this person, it's the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we gotta backtrack or step back to see the bigger picture. While we in the midst of the storm, it's hard to see because your emotions is all involved and the feelings is everywhere, and you just like, oh no, I just love him, and it's just like, well, you know what I'm saying? But what is love? You know what I'm saying? Love is a two-way street. Alright, so we not even gonna go there. Alright, so that's what I got. Always follow your intuition. If your judgment is cloudy, if your intuition you feel like it's kind of off, I always recommend prayer. I'm gonna say that often because that's what I do. I feel like obviously God is a whole, and he don't never lie, and he want what's best for you anyway. It's okay to be single and be by yourself until, you know what I'm saying, till the right one come along, or the right people come along, or the right job, or whatever is toxic in your life. Kick them to the curb and let God figure out the rest, because it's not worth you going through hell with somebody who just wants you to be in hell with them. You know what I'm saying? They're already in hell and they want to bring you there with them, like down with them. And now you all of a sudden in this black hole, and you're just like, dang, I used to be like up there. The blue skies and the flowers was blooming and the sun was shining. Now I'm in this dark place and I don't know how to get out. Start by kicking that to the curb. That person gotta go. Bro, sis, they gotta go. Tell them I don't want this no more. Like, even if you gotta cry and cry and cry and cry and cry and cry, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, I don't know, go to the gun range. You gotta go to the boxing arena or whatever you gotta do to let that emotional stuff out. Whatever, it's gonna hurt the longer you've been connected with this person, but it won't matter because it don't compare to the hurt that you will have if you keep